Good afternoon, all of you. Is my voice audible now? Am I audible? Please give response. Please send a message whether. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Roll number 5. I think Sir has explained Mendel's law in the previous class. Am I right? Today we discuss about the gene mapping. Okay. So what is the Mendel's law? Two types of the Mendel's law we have. Okay. Okay, how the inheritance, okay, nothing but hereditary information transfers from one generation to the other generation. He experimentally showed, particularly by working out on the pea seeds, okay, particularly some violet color flower peas variety and white color flower pea plant variety. He makes. One minute. Okay. So he mixed and shown how the variations are occurs in the next generations. What we have observed in this, okay, in the F1 generation means immediate next generation, okay, maximum the dominant gene properties like violet or purple, violet color pea plant gene combinations were dominated, okay, but in the next generations, whatever the seeds collected from this F1 generation showed more variations compared to that because of more, okay, genetical combinations. Of how these genetical combinations occurs, we can observe in the gene mapping. Means already I think you might have learned what is LLA, what is locus and everything. Anyway, I will show a simple videos to understand how this gene mapping takes place and what are the main parameters influence this gene mapping or genetics to get the similar properties at the same time to show the variations among the species. What are the similar properties? Sometimes, okay, in our family, most of the physical features or some behavioral aspects we'll get from our parents. Those are considered as the similar properties. But the variations, exactly all the features we don't get, either eyes or nose or height, like that. Some features we get, okay, and remaining variations, okay, how they generate means because of these genetical combinations in between different chromosomes. In human body, how many chromosomes are there? Okay, so almost 23 chromosomes we have. 22 are normal chromosomes which carries the all the characteristics of the human body, and remaining one chromosome it's related to the sexual chromosome, nothing but which decides either male or female, nothing but boy or girl. Okay, ma. So if you observe the chromosome, okay, so what is this chromosome and the DNA? All of you know the DNA, the structure of the DNA also you have learned in the previous, okay, units. Okay, the combination of various proteins which forms the nucleotides and nucleosides. What are the biomolecule present in that phosphorus group, which is attaching one side to the carbohydrate group? What is carbohydrate group? The carbon, hydrogen interlinking biomolecule. And the third, it contains the protein. So in which position the nitrogen compound is attached to the carbohydrate, based on that we are giving different protein names. In this genetical topic, not only in this, even for biomolecule also, you have to remember, particularly for the proteins topic as well as to this genetical topic, four important proteins you need to remember. What are those? CTAG. C nothing but cytosine, T is nothing but thymine, A is nothing but adenine, and guanine. Okay, these four proteins in our genetic material, not only in our, in every living entity genetic material, in different sequences it arrange. Okay. Based on these proteins only, we get different properties or characteristics. And okay, I will show a video. You can clearly understand. How many of you know how the genetic material present in our body? Can you please raise your hands? An interesting video I have, I will show that. Do you know how it is present, the DNA in the human body? I'm opening the video. Okay. So this is the human cell in our body. Our living cells present in this shape. Okay. So the nucleus, mitochondria, and Golgi. So all these what's called organelles we can observe. One. Okay, so our how these human body cells, okay, they uh, what's called synthesize the proteins at the same time genetic material, okay, generally originate in our human body when we are growing. You can observe here. లేదంటే మీరు ఇద్దరు వెళ్ళండి, నేను జాయిన్ అవుతాను. Actually, they won't appear with these colors, but to clearly differentiate different parts, okay, they were added these colors. See here, okay, each of our 10 trillion cells contains 1.8 meters of DNA. 1.8 meters means, okay, you can assume the length, okay, but for our body cell, it's a very lengthy, okay. So that's why in a chromosome in circular form, it fixes this DNA material, okay. That's why every cell is able to contain this much lengthy DNA in a short space. All these are combination of different proteins. Okay. So it is converting the into a circular form. All of you can see your hand. In your hand, if you clearly closely identify a single cell, means a small hole type in that cell. Okay, a single cell, this 1.8 meter length DNA was fixed, means every cell in our body contains this DNA, and how this DNA is replicating and dividing into two cells, nothing but how it is generating a new cell you can observe. And sometimes we can observe a white color dead layer on our skin, okay, particularly in winter when we are not applying moisturizer. So these dead cells, how they're appearing, the age were ended. So the new, before they are dying, they were generated the new cells, and this dead layer, dead cells coming out in a layer form. See the DNA, how they divided into two vertical compounds, separate compounds. While we are growing, means how we are growing, how we are grow from a child kids to the younger age, means because of this cell division only. These are biomolecules, carbohydrates, proteins, minerals, and all this. That's why for a healthy person, all these nutrient elements are must and should require. See here, when vitamin D is there, it able to, okay, absorb, it able to attract more proteins towards it. That's why the vitamin D is very much essential, not only for bone strength and all this, for the immunity power also. Means the immunity system and that particular cells, they will actively work when they are present this vitamin D. That's why doctors suggested to stand for half an hour at least daily in sunlight, particularly morning 7 to 10 o'clock, and evening time also around 5 to 6, like that. So the vitamin D, even though the supplements are there, 1 minute. No? Sorry, in mute I am talking. Okay. Sorry, ma. Okay, this is a DNA method. All these are the proteins, the combination of the different proteins. Just now we discussed this A, G, C, T, and all these. Okay, what are these? These are nothing but the proteins which are present in the nucleosides and nucleotides. The combination of these nucleosides and nucleotides forms the gene. Okay, so this gene, one part is called as the locus. Okay, what is the locus? The locus decides a specific character to the organism. For example, see here the combination G outside also some other protein will be there. For example, this G is combined with the T. Other side we assume that T is there. GT, GA. If, if this locus resembles the color of the particular species. For example, the parent has the color locus particularly in this part at this gene. Okay, if the same sequence, what is the GTGA, okay, transfers to the next generation, for example, for their babies, if the same genetical combination means this protein combination in the gene, okay, occurs in the genetical combination, so the newborn baby also will get the same color. But instead of this T, some T was taken place or C was taken place, means the color part was changed. So he will get a different color, either black or shades in the white color, some other. Means whatever this protein, okay, resembles the color, that particular color arises. So these genes also sometimes when they are closely bind together or when they're closely present, maximum the same information transfers to the next generation. But if they are very, the distance between these two genes means particularly which are giving color. In some genes, the color giving locus will be present in short distance. In some genes, it occupies the long distance. If long distance is there in between this color giving cells, okay, there will be a chance to more variations. But if it is present in the short gap, the same color only transfers to the next generation. Best example, if you observe the what's called cold country people, okay, because of their climate, the distance between this color gene locus was very short. So maximum those people will get the same color. Even African people, because of their climate change and everything, okay, in their gene, the distance between these color locus is very less. That's why maximum they will get the black. But in our Indians, we have mixing of genetical variations. That's why we can, the distance between the what's the color gene is very lengthy. So more variations. Even the white, different variations are there. Northeast people, white color is different, and even South India also white color people originate. Okay, like that. Okay, more variations possibility is there. That's why the combination of proteins in the gene is very important. Not only color, I have given example to the color, the height, either intelligence, behavioral aspects, and all these features, okay, depends upon the formation of the genetic material depending upon the protein code. Okay. What is epigenetic? A new variation means when two different genes are combining, there will be a possibility to originate some other third variety. Okay, that is epigenetic. Inactive DNA slowly functions compared to the active DNA. Epigenetic tags means they attract easily all the protein. Okay, in the next class, I will show the what are the genes, what is the genetic coding, everything. Okay, so the first person who was started the experiments on the genes. Okay, in the next class we see. Okay, any doubts from this topic? Can I close the class? Any doubts, ma'am?